Day One Journey, episode 1407. What if everybody was agreeable? Well, my friend just asked me, well, my friend asked me this question in the morning. Well, and the first response was, well, it's not possible. Right? If everybody was agreeable. So I painted the pictures. Okay, everybody's agreeable. So you can tell everybody what to do. So there will be a person that will tell everybody what to do, and everybody will agree. They're just going to do it. Now, this probably wasn't the question. Yeah, the question was a bit different. So, and I think the difference actually get me to a realization that, well, like, what is agreeable? Like, what does it mean? I go have a conversation with a person, and let's say we talk about, I don't know, like working out, nutrition, and stuff. Yeah. So they ask me why. Let's say they don't train. Okay. Let's say maybe they are overweight, maybe they're not happy with the body. I don't know. I'm just trying to create a context. So they see me working out and they ask me, well, why do you work out? And so I tell them I want to have energy. I want to see myself 70 years old running and playing football with my grandchildren or maybe even grandchildren. 70, 80, 120. I want to be here a long time. I have a lot of things that I want to do. Yeah, I want to do them with a lot of energy. So I have the reason. So they can just sit there and nod. Yeah, I agree. What does this really mean? They are nodding and agreeing. What does it mean? I don't think it means much when you think about it. So what they say, I understand. They can understand. They can understand that I have my own motivation, my own reason to work out. They agree with me. There's no debate here. I'm just saying something about myself. Now, maybe they come with advice. What should I do? They will ask me. Well, to be honest, I wouldn't just give them a recipe. You do A, B, C, D. I will start asking them about their lives. Yeah, what do you do? What do you want? What are your goals? And then I might come up with an idea what they can do. Then it's interesting. What is the meaning then if they agree? They agree. What does it mean? It doesn't mean much until they actually do something. Yeah. It means there's a meaning, at least for me, when they take action, which for me is a proof that they actually made a decision. I can say, okay, instead of taking the lift, and instead of taking the elevator, just take the stairs. Yeah. I ask them maybe, does it sound too much for you, or does it sound achievable? They think it sounds achievable. Okay, I think it's a good idea. What do you think? I ask them. They can say, well, it's a good idea. Do they really agree? I don't know. We need to wait for tomorrow to take the stairs. For me, it doesn't mean much, actually. Yeah. It means, it can mean other things. Maybe they're just polite. Yeah. So don't mistake politeness with sincerity. Don't mistake politeness with honesty. Yeah. So what does it mean people are agreeable? Yeah. It depends on the context. What is the meaning of someone agrees with me? Don't know. It depends what they're gonna do afterward. Yeah. So, but I think my friend's question was a bit different. Yeah. What if you have a conversation, and you have several good points, and just everybody agrees with you? Like, we sort of want it to happen, but do we really? Well, there's more layers. It's not that we have one goal to get to everybody to say that they agree. Notice the difference. I said say that they agree because they can say that I agree and they can think other things. First of all, I don't have any goal in the world to convince everybody with something. Yeah. I might have good ideas and messages that I want to share, but if someone doesn't want to listen or something, It's not necessarily my ultimate goal to make everybody agree with me. So everybody's agreeable. Is it like, well, the thing is, I don't think it's possible. Yeah. Let's say I come to I sit at the table. There are, I don't know, like 10, 20 people, and one presents an idea, and I present my opinion, and what, everybody agrees with me, agree with me? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. People. Well, people, I want to be around real people with real opinions. Because when you are with real people, with real opinions, you're going to have conflicts. We don't want the same thing. Yeah, you're going to have conflicts. You cannot go to the gym and go to the pool at the same time. It's a conflict. It's a very basic conflict. You cannot be in two places at the same time. So, you're in a relationship, in a friendship, or something like that. You're going to have a conflict sooner or later. Yeah. What do you mean the other side is always agreeable? Yeah. So he will always do what you tell them to do? What? He's a dog, he's an animal, he's a puppet. What's going on with you want to marry a puppet? You can marry a puppet. You can marry there was a movie about it. Someone married I don't know, an app. I want to be around real people. I want people to disagree with me. Not because this is the goal. I want them to disagree with me. At the same time, my goal is not to them to agree with me. My goal is to have real interaction, real communication with people. Sometimes there's conflict, not all the time. I don't want to have conflict all the time, but not have conflict at all is not reality. For me, if someone always says yes, yes, yes to what I'm saying, is either a creation of my imagination or or they are just being polite or whatever other word you want to choose. I would choose they're not being honest. Yeah. They don't really agree. They say what they think I want to hear. They say what they want to say. I don't know. They have their own reasons, but there's no chance in the world that the person will. I didn't agree. I don't agree with what I said a year ago. You know, how can I expect other people to agree with everything that I say? No, I don't expect that. I want the people around me to be real. Real people have real problems, have real conflicts, have real opinions. I want them to share. I want them to be honest, brutally honest. If I did a terrible job, in their opinion, I want them to tell this to me. I don't care about being polite. Me personally, being polite, I know it's just for me, it's a facade under. If you don't want to be nice to me, don't be nice. Yeah, you don't need to be rude, by the way. Yeah, but it's not. Okay, so I won't be polite. I'll be rude. No, there's the middle point. You can say, "Well, today I don't have energy. I'm quite negative today. I will appreciate some space." Amazing. I don't expect anybody to be all the time on with the highest energy and stuff like that. Everybody, what if everybody was agreeable? They would be lying. That's the the short answer. Yeah, it's not possible because people lie. We always lie. Yeah, to some extent. Yeah, somebody's a white lie. Somebody helps someone. Someone says to me, "I agree with you." Well, I'm not sure it means a lot. Yeah, I want people to understand me. I want people to try to understand me. I want to have real communication. It's not that I go for the conflict, but yeah, I also don't avoid conflicts. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but I was 26 days in a Buddhist temple, and I sort of learned before that Buddhism, I think they sort of restrain, sort of go, they try to avoid arguments and conflicts. Yeah, my philosophy of my life, no. I don't try to avoid them. I don't run after them, but I don't try to avoid them. If it's important to me, I put it on the table and I want to have a proper conversation. A proper conversation. If you don't agree with me, I want to understand why and I want to understand you. And then we can figure things out. I want to understand the people around me. I want them to reach out and try to understand me. This is real communication. Reality, there's no agreeable reality. We have different opinions, we have different hairstyles, we have different colors, we have different heights, different desires, different ambitions, different everything is different. Expecting everybody to agree with me is ludicrous. Expecting everyone to agree with me, this is living in la la land. I want to live in reality. I want to be surrounded with people that are aware of the reality, which is we don't agree. Sometimes we don't agree. Sometimes we have conflicts. And when we have conflict, I want the person in front of me to articulate and communicate what's really on their heart. The goal of conversation for me won't be to get them to agree with me. I might have a message that is something I want to say, but my overall goal with the conversation would be different. Depends on the conversation, of course. But if it's a relationship and a friendship that I really value, my goal would be to understand. At least the first goal. I want to understand them. And how can I understand them if they just agree with me? Think about that. Have an amazing day, day one. See you tomorrow.